Hey, what's up, guys? Clayton Gitz here. So I thought it was time for and appropriate for another Real overview. And here's why. So in the past 30 days, Real has made some massive, significant upgrades to their technology, specifically their financial technology in the form of Real Wallet, but also their artificial intelligence. And what was just recently announced and what Real is doing and what the future looks like in terms of driving more efficiencies for our agents and the potential to take over 70% of transaction management tasks, communication with clients, warming up your database. There's so much to talk about, and I'm going to do a deep dive on that today. So let's go. So I had the opportunity to hop on a Zoom call with Sharon Trevester, the president of Real. And, I asked him this question. I said, Sharon, what's your vision? Where are you going with this company? And he said something to me that really landed for me personally. And this is what he said. He said, Clayton, before anyone partners with us, we think it's very important that they understand that we believe that bigger is not better. We believe that better is better. Now, I realize that there are some people that might be watching this that are going to say, yeah, whatever, Clayton, like bigger is always better. The reason that landed so well with me is that I come from, two previous real estate brokerages where the vision was to be the largest, real estate companies in the world. And, what Real has done is they believe that if they create an experience, and I'm going to talk about that a couple times as we break this down here. They believe that if they create an experience that drives efficiency for their agents and creates a connection between consumers, a connection that's frankly broken between consumers and real estate agents, if they can create that connection and make it so strong that our clients, leads want to come back to us, not only because we provide exceptional service, but because of our technology. Okay, so that is the experience that they're creating, and they believe that experience is going to drive growth. So the growth is going to take care of itself, right? So bigger's not better, better is better. So he actually drew this triangle on his whiteboard on Zoom, and he started filling it in. On the foundation of this triangle, he wrote these two words. He wrote technology and he wrote culture. And the reason he did that is because the foundation, the building blocks here, what they're layered upon is that foundation of technology and culture. So Real built their technology from the ground up. There's no third party anything. And that is so, I didn't realize how powerful that was until I was here and really understood the technology and the vision for the future with our tech. And then I'm gonna spend just a minute on the culture piece because Sharon says this all the time, and I believe it, that our culture, you're going to see in just a minute, the technology, the banking system that Real has just rolled out, is no one else is doing these things, but it's the culture that is the glue. It's the culture that keeps things, together, that decreases retention, and it is our X factor. That's what Sharon says all the time, and I truly believe it, that our culture is our X factor. So it's a thing here. It's just different over here. So the brokerage was actually layered on top of that foundation. And then they released AI last year, introduced AI in the form of ChatGPT 4.0. It is now fully integrated. And I'm so excited to share and break that component down for you today. It's fully integrated into the entire Real ecosystem. And then financial technology. For those of you that are not familiar with what FinTech stands for, it stands for financial technology. Real just became the first FinTech brokerage in the world. And the implications for this are massive, massive. And I'm going to break that. I'm going to unpack that for you today. All right. So here's the deal. So Real is, this is kind of where we came from and where we're going. So founded in 2014 in New York, we are recently in all 50 states and 4 provinces in Canada. The reason I stress recently is if you're watching this and you're a builder, then this is a ground floor opportunity. Okay, so there are many, many, many states and counties and areas that have only a handful of real agents. In fact, 9.5 months ago, there was one real agent in my market, and now we are the fastest growing brokerage in my market in Central Virginia. And last month, we were number one in most categories. So it's just exploded over the past 9.5 months, and it was a ground floor opportunity for me and for my partners. We just flew past 23,000 real partners, again, in all 50 states and 4 provinces in Canada. The ticker symbol, if you're curious, is REAX. If you wanted to take a peek at Real's performance from a stock standpoint year to date. These are the solutions that we're going to touch on today. So in most cases, if you're watching this, I would say probably in 90% of the cases, you're going to absolutely keep more of your money. I'm going to show you how in just a minute. You will also be able to build additional revenue streams, to build wealth through our various stock ownership programs that Real offers its agents, just by doing what you're already doing, which is hopefully serving your buyer and seller clients at a really high level. Truly, and I can say this with 100% confidence now, truly state-of-the-art technology. Again, I'm really excited to unpack that for you. A very robust training and education arm, a unique revenue sharing component, and then again, a very supportive culture and community. All right, so from a commission split standpoint, this is what it looks like for most of you. If you're a full $12,000 capping agent, then you are on, all agents are on an 85-15 split, okay? But if you're a full $12,000 capping agent, you have no monthly fees, 85-15 split, and then after you pay your $12,000 cap, okay, after you pay your cap here, then a post-cap $285 transaction fee kicks in, and that is in place until you pay an additional $6,000 in post-cap transaction fees. Okay, I want to be clear on that. You're not paying a transaction fee until after you cap, okay? So you cap, you pay a $285 post-cap transaction fee. Once you pay $6,000 in additional post-cap transaction fees, then that transaction fee is reduced to $129 per transaction, and that stays in place for the remainder of your anniversary year. Additionally, there's a $249 one-time joining fee, a $30 per transaction, what we call a BOP, or a broker review and E&O insurance fee. Again, no monthly fees. And then lastly is a $750 annual brokerage fee that is paid out of your first 3 transactions of your anniversary year. So it's $250 first transaction, $250 second transaction, $250 third transaction, and then you're done. Now, hate to state the obvious. Nobody likes fees, right? But this is how these companies remain, profitable and can scale. But that being said, in just a couple of minutes, when I unpack the financial technology, Real's banking system, I'm going to show you how you can reduce, if not completely eliminate, all of the fees associated with running your business at Real by utilizing Real's financial technology. Super exciting. Again, I'll unpack that for you in just a couple minutes. There are 2 different team plans today. So if you are a team agent, then you can choose to be on a $6,000 cap. You can actually choose to be on a $12,000 cap. And there are benefits associated with that, which I'll break down for you in just a minute. But you can also choose to be on a $6,000, a half cap, $6,000 cap. Now, the fees don't change. However, they are split based upon your team's commission splits. So let's say for simple math, it's a 50-50, team split on a particular deal. Then you as the team agent would be responsible for 50% of the $285, and then the team leader would be responsible for 50% of that $285. All of the fees, including the BOP fee. So they're not charging 2 full transaction fees or 2 full BOP fees on the same deal, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. Now, to be clear, once the team leader pays the $6,000 in post-cap transaction fees, which is going to happen, if you're on a producing team, it's going to happen pretty quickly, then the entire team's post-cap transaction fee is reduced to $129. Okay, so that's a benefit there as well. All right, and again, all team agents have the ability, by utilizing our banking system, our financial technology, to also reduce your fees associated with running your businesses at Real, or eliminate them altogether. The other plan is if you are in a very high producing team. So the math is, if you are on a team that has 10 or more sales partners and you are selling about $100 million or more per year in real estate, closed sales volume, then your team agents can choose to be on a $4,000 cap. Okay, so there are two different models today. All right, now one of the unique things about these models, and specifically with Real's model, is the opportunity for all of us to tap into additional revenue streams. So for most people, the ability that you have to earn income is through commission income, right? Working with your buyer and seller clients, which is great. But when you have, let's say there was a model out there where you could just by continuing to do what you're already doing, which is servicing your clients at a really high level, you could also be rewarded stock. And that's what Real does. So there are various programs here, and I'm going to break them all down for you. So our stock purchase plan looks like this. While you're on your way to paying your cap, okay, so pre-cap, you're on your way to paying it, you can allow Real to take 5% off the top of each commission, and Real will actually give you a 10% bonus on top of each of those purchases. Now, after you cap, you can actually allow Real to take 10% off the top of each transaction, and Real's going to give you a 20% bonus on top of each of those stock purchases. This is a great way to acquire a significant amount of stock just by doing what you're already doing. Now, the fine print here is that Real has decided to, and this was a strategic decision, to cap the amount of stock that each of us can purchase within this particular program, and that amount is $18,400 per year. The reason that they did that is they do not want to dilute the value of the stock for all of us as shareholders. They want to protect the integrity of the stocks. They looked at what other companies were doing and they said, you know what, long-term growth, we believe that this is going to be better for the valuation of the company long-term. Additionally, each of us have access to a capping and attracting stock program as well. So if you are a full $12,000 capping agent, every year right now, every year that you pay your $12,000 cap, you are going to receive an additional 150 shares of stock. Now, again, that is above and beyond this program here that we just discussed. If you attract a full $12,000 capping agent to the company, once that agent closes on their first transaction, you are going to receive an additional 75 shares of stock. Now, this over here, disclaimer, this says up to 21,000 agents. Now, they have not changed any of these numbers. They will eventually, I think, they'll go down slightly, and then they'll hit a floor. Okay, so this is kind of an early adopter award, if you will. So these will not be eliminated, but they will, at some point in the future, I imagine they will be reduced a little bit as we continue to scale. But that has not happened today at 23,000 agents. If you are on a team, again, if you're a half capping agent, then you also receive awards, 75 shares for paying your cap every single year, or for attracting another agent to the team. Once that agent closes on the first transaction, then you would receive as their sponsor an additional 35 shares, okay? And then lastly, and this is, this award is really cool for those of you that are producing agents out there. So our Elite Agent Award, if you pay your $12,000 cap, and this is reserved for full $12,000 capping agents, okay? If you are a full $12,000 capping agent and then you go on to pay an additional $6,000 in post-cap transaction fees, and let me tell you what this looks like for you. It's roughly 30 transactions, okay? It could be 28, it could be 32. It's a little dependent upon your average price per sale, but let's say it's just averages about 30 transactions per year. If you do that, then Real is just going to give you $16,000 worth of stock as a performance award. Okay, there's no cultural requirements tied up in that. That is purely performance award, $16,000 worth of stock. There is a 3-year vesting period that comes with that. Again, they're gifting it to you. Now, if you are in a market, you see this either or here. If you are in a market that has a very high average price per sale, or you're a luxury agent and you complete 10 transactions or more with a sales price of greater than $1 million and a gross commission income of greater than $500,000, then you also qualify for this $16,000 stock award. I have agents like this that are in my network that have a very high average price per sale, but they're not going to sell 30 houses in a year. They might sell 15, but they would also qualify for this performance award. Now, once you become an elite agent, you are then eligible for an additional $8,000 cultural award. So you can actually earn up to $24,000 worth of free stock every single year, pretty much by doing what either you love to do or what you're going to do anyway. Now, the way that you earn this cultural award is you can either teach monthly in Real Academy, okay? And what this means is the best of the best are giving back and teaching back to the greater Real community through our academy, which we call Real Academy, which is great. So it's a really valuable a learning opportunity for our agents. You could also give back to the Real agent community. And then lastly, I love that they added this. So for those of you that you do some sort of charitable event in your local communities, or you aspire to do some sort of charitable event in your local communities, then you can also earn that additional $8,000 cultural award, again, just by doing what you're going to do anyway, which is giving back to your community. So super cool. Additionally, there are opportunities to invest in Real Title. There are Real Mortgage opportunities as well. So the pre-capper opportunity for Real Title joint venture is all participants can contribute $100, so equal ownership in the joint venture that pays out 1 to 2 times annually. The post-capper opportunities range from $500 to $7,500. They're tiered investments, allows for increasing levels of ownership, which pay out quarterly, so 4 times annually as well. So additional opportunities for revenue as those companies continue to scale. Okay, now that we're through those details, this is where I get excited. So I'm going to apologize in advance because I just this new virtual space that is just growing, right? You've got all these virtual models out there that are variations of Real Brokerage. But the question that I have had for years now is what are these companies truly doing for the 90% of its agents that, for example, don't participate in revenue sharing? So revenue sharing is kind of the big topic, has been the big topic for the past 5, 6, 7 years. But 80 to 90% of these brokerages, of these virtual models, do not participate in revenue sharing. So what are the companies doing to provide to drive efficiencies, to provide platforms that will help these agents grow more profitable businesses? Check this out. So what you're looking at here is Real's desktop version of their technology, of their app. This is called Rezen. Again, Real has built this from the ground up. Now, we're on my home screen here, and I want to also point this out. Everything that I'm about to share with you is also available in the palm of your hand, Android or your iPhone. So full functionality, okay? So you can legit run your business from the palm of your hand. So on your dashboard, you're gonna see that very transparent. I love the transparency here. I know exactly where my money is at any given time. You're gonna see your month-to-month income. You're gonna see whether or not you've paid your cap, how far you are along in terms of your cap. You're also gonna see the post-cap transaction fees that you've paid. Now, my team does hundreds of transactions per year, and I pay a small transaction fee, on each of those transactions as the team leader. So my fees are going to be larger than the average bear, right? But again, very transparent. You can see all of that right there. Now, you can also see that this elite badge. So I am an elite agent because I've hit those benchmarks, paid my $12,000 cap, paid the $6,000 in post-cap transaction fees. So Real gifted me $16,000 worth of stock. This is my network on the right-hand side here. And then you are also, again, I love the transparency. This is in the palm of your hand as well. You're gonna see the 3 main verticals here, the 3 main wealth building opportunities. Of course, you've got your commission income, and you can break this down. So you click on the view tab, it's gonna take you directly into our transaction management platform. And from there, you will be able to view to the penny what Real is, what your gross commission income is. You can see here on this particular deal that Real took $30.53. That was the post-cap transaction fee based on my team splits, and then the net payout. But here's what's so important about this. My agents can actually view this as well. So they never have to call my office again. They never have to call me again to say, hey, why was my check not what I thought it would be? They just log in here and they either ask Leo, which we'll get to here in just a second, or they can go to this details page on their phone and find all the information on this particular transaction. Okay, back to the home screen for just a minute. Now, additionally, you can see here that you're going to see the equity that you have acquired year to date. You're also going to see the revenue sharing vertical as well. Now, if you open this up, then it's going to break it down even further, and you'll see all of the just a really deep dive into your network and kind of what's going on there, which I love. Okay, now on the left-hand side of your screen. Now we're going to spend some time here because I think it's so important, and I think it's the future. So on the left-hand side of your screen here, you see Leo. Leo is our artificial intelligence, again, powered by ChatGPT 4.0. This is now the brain. So this is forever present. You can minimize this if you want to, but it's in the background, paying attention to everything that you're doing. I'm going to take this from the beginning. So when you join Real, now that Leo is the brain, you're going to be asked a series of questions through our onboarding app. And you're going to upload your marketing, your profile picture, your marketing collateral, a little bit about your previous production. Leo is going to grab your marketing collateral, your profile picture that you provided, and Leo's going to automatically create all of the onboarding marketing material for you. So for example, if you want to post on your social media profile, IG, Facebook, TikTok, whatever, then you'll just be able to grab that from the palm of your hand and just go post. If you didn't like the profile picture that Leo grabbed, then you can change it on the fly directly from your phone. You can just edit it, but you don't have to go searching for templates, or Leo's going to create it for you. Okay, that's when you start. Leo's going to know a little bit about your production. Stay with me here. This is next level. Leo's going to know a little bit about your production because they're going to ask you those questions as you onboard. But as you start interacting with this technology, and let's say you enter in your very first listing, okay? Leo's going to automatically go to Real Academy and pull relevant training material and put it right here in the palm of it. It's going to suggest trainings that might help you market that listing more effectively. Okay, and we've got a bunch of them. It's going to suggest trainings that, if it knows that you're a newer agent, it's going to suggest trainings that will help you scale your business. So it's going to start to predict what is going to help you grow and scale your business, and it's going to put that content in front of you, that relevant content in front of you. Additionally, once you put that listing into the MLS, into your local MLS, all 50 states, 4 provinces in Canada, Leo is going to automatically create listing descriptions for you. We all know that artificial intelligence already does this. Well, our AI is going to do that internally for you. So it's going to create listing descriptions for you. It's going to create cold call scripts for you. So this is post listing, post working with buyers. Leo's going to create cold call scripts for you and tell you what to say as you're calling your leads. More on that in just a minute. When you put that listing into the MLS and you click submit, and you've got all of your media uploaded, all the pictures for that property uploaded into the MLS, Leo's going to automatically go grab all of that media, and it's going to create all of your marketing for that listing. Your social media shareables just listed. Hey guys, just listed this beautiful property, everything. Again, you grab it and you can post it, or you can edit it directly from your phone on the fly and then post it. It's going to create your listing flyers, your door hangers, your everything that you need to market that property will be created instantly for you when you click submit on that listing. Okay. Now, additionally, we're going to talk transaction management for a second. I'm going to take you to our transaction management system. Again, a couple components here before we get into how AI and Leo is going to benefit you. This transaction management platform was built from the ground up, okay, and they continue to upgrade it and improve it. Also, within our transaction management system, you have Real Signature. This is Real's proprietary e-signature platform that has also been built from the ground up. If you are with a brokerage today that has a hodgepodge of different websites that you have to go to run your business, you've got SkySlope over here, for example, or you want to go communicate with a broker or with a support team, you got to go to this website over here. You got to go to, you want to check out these other opportunities, your revenue share, you got to go to this website over here. Everything is built into one place. And this is so important when you're talking about, we're all busy guys. When you're talking about, running a more profitable, more efficient business, having everything integrated into one place, I'm telling you, I'm loving this. My team is loving this. Now, so in the transaction management system, I'm going to open up one of these for you. When you enter in a transaction, again, Leo is paying attention to all of this behind the scenes. Leo's going to know more about your business than you do, frankly. So you upload a document into Rezen, or you create a document by utilizing Real Signature, and let's say a ratified listing contract, or not even ratified yet. Let's say you pull it in and you're going to send it out through Rezen. Leo is instantly scanning that document, that listing agreement, against your tax records and against your local MLS for errors. And those errors are going to pop up. Let's see if I can give you an example here. So those errors are going to pop up on this screen. It looks like I don't have any errors, but if there are errors, it's going to pop up. A button here is going to pop up and say, hey, to your TC team or to you. It's going to notify you on the left-hand side here of the errors that are in that transaction. For example, hey, there are 5 mistakes in this listing agreement. When you click on it, Leo's going to take you directly to those mistakes in the contract so you can correct them on the fly. In the future, okay, this is a learning machine. Leo will ask you, hey, Rebecca, would you like for me to take care of these corrections, make these corrections for you, and send it to your client on your behalf to have it authenticated or e-signed and sent back to you? Okay, Leo is now becoming your assistant, okay, your co-pilot. Now, and this is for all contracts, buyer contracts, addendum, it's gonna scan all those documents instantly for you. To give you an idea of how sophisticated our technology is, you can actually deposit your commission check directly from the palm of your hand. You simply take a picture of the front of the check, you flip the check over, take a picture of the back of the check, just like you would with a mobile banking app. This is a very fast way to get paid. I'm gonna show you in just a minute how to get paid even faster. But again, that's how cool our tech is today. This little call broker button. Now you can ask Leo to call your broker for you, or you can just click the button here. Leo's actually going to ask you a couple of questions first, and there's a reason why. Leo's going to ask you, hey, are you actually calling about 13001 Glengate Road? If you say, yes, I am, Leo's going to ask you, well, is there something that I can help you with? Okay. And stay with me again here, guys, because this is where things get super cool. Let's say, you know what, Leo, no, I just want to talk to my broker. Leo is then going to call your broker. And then once you are connected with your broker, Leo is going to automatically record and transcribe the call in real time for you. Now that does a few things. So that is going to, if it was a valuable call, that transcription is going to be associated with, in this case, 13001 Glengate Road. Okay, so it'll be associated with that so you can go back and reference it. Number 2, Leo is learning. So when Leo says, hey, can I help you with this? Leo's going to take that information that the broker, gave to you, and if another agent has the same question, Leo's going to take the first stab at answering that in the future, reducing the need for human resources. And I want to be really clear on this because, these virtual models are, first of all, when you're giving away 60% of top line revenue, which is what Real Brokerage does, you have to be efficient. The only way, this is Sharon Trevesta's opinion, because I asked him, the only way these models survive and thrive long-term without having dramatic changes to their models is through technology. And Real we are so much further down the road with our technology than any other competitor in the space. I can say that with complete confidence. And then lastly, it's also keeping our broker team and our support team, it's holding them accountable, right? To providing the level of service that is expected. Okay. Now, that is the on the agent side, on the transaction management side. I'm going to flip over to the client interface that will be launched in second quarter of 2025. So one of the issues that all of us face as busy real estate agents, and a lot of companies have been trying to solve, a lot of big real estate brokerages have been trying to solve this problem. Let's take Compass, for example, and I'm not picking on them, it's just the reality. Compass spent $900 million on their technology, right? Part of that was to try to create a consumer app where consumers would engage with their agents and interact with their agents. Keller Williams is another great example that has spent a lot of money on trying to create a consumer app. But here's the problem. Most of us, agents and our clients, are not communicating via an app. In fact, if we ask them to download our app and that's how we're going to communicate with them, they're going to have a problem with that. How are we communicating with our clients? Via text, right? So I think this is genius. So our chief technology officer has developed an artificial intelligence phone number. So all 24,000 Real agents, as you're onboarding as a new Real agent, you're going to receive a unique virtual AI phone number, a unique AI phone number. Now, when you sit down with that client, you do your buyer consultation, you enter in all of their information into reZen, Leo is instantly going to go to the MLS, your assistant, your co-pilot, and Leo is going to grab relevant listings that meet your client's search criteria, and it's going to send them a text message, okay, with links to view those listings. Leo's also going to say, for example, hey, by the way, Rebecca is paying attention. Your agent is paying attention to this thread. She's tied up right now. I'm just getting ahead of the game and sending you some properties that match your criteria. And Rebecca, the agent, can interject and jump into that conversation at any time if she chooses to, or just let Leo continue to work. So let's say your client says, hey, I'd like to change my search. I want 4 bedrooms instead of 3. Well, Leo's going to instantly make that change for them and send them properties that meet their criteria. If you attach your calendar, Leo is going to schedule showings for you. Your assistant, your co-pilot, who's always in the background working and learning, is going to schedule those showings for you. As you start to engage with your clients, you take over the conversation. You're like, you know what, Leo, I got it from here. You start engaging with your clients. Leo is going to, because it's learning, Leo is going to learn the way that you talk specifically to your clients, so that Leo, the little inflections, right, or the exclamation marks, right, if you're a high I or a D, you're very direct. Leo is going to learn that and start communicating with your clients the way that you communicate with your clients. Like, guys, the game has changed. Additionally, Leo is going to ask your clients, and let me be clear on this too, you choose how much you want Leo to communicate with your clients versus not communicating with your clients, okay? But Leo will ask your clients, hey, by the way, Sally, are you going to pay cash for this property, or are you going to get a loan? Well, actually, I'm going to get a loan. Oh, okay. By chance, are you a veteran? Actually, I am a veteran. Oh, well, would you mind if I connected you with one of our preferred VA loan officers to get that process taken care of? It's just going to be much easier when we're looking at homes if you've got that pre-qualification letter in hand or pre-approval letter in hand. Leo's going to take care of that for you, okay? Additionally, Leo's going to walk them through the entire home search process. Leo will have the capability from start to finish. Leo will also have the ability in 2025 to do voicemail drops in your voice. Leo will have the capability to wish people a happy birthday, happy home anniversary, take all of that off of your plate in real time. Leo's going to know that data because all the data is in one system in one place. So, hey, Sally, just wanted to wish you a happy birthday. We're so grateful for your business. By the way, if you know anybody thinking about buying or selling a home, we'd love to work with them, right? The game has changed. Now, in the future, and this was announced at our conference about a month ago, and it freaked people out. This technology already exists today, okay? But in the future, it's likely that you could be on a beach on vacation somewhere, your favorite beach, and Leo is having conversation with your clients on your behalf in your voice. Okay. Again, that technology already exists today. As Leo continues to grow and learn how you operate your business, Leo, the brain, the co-pilot, your assistant, is working behind the scenes. The vision for the founder is that 70% of the tasks associated with running your business, all the stuff that bogs you down and keeps you from communicating and growing your business, that Leo will take care of 70% of those tasks. That's the vision for the future here. So super exciting. Okay. Now, as we jump back in here, in the My Transactions tab, just to wrap that up, again, very transparent. You've got built-in checklists here, so you're going to know what documents are required, what documents are not required. You can, drag and drop documents into this system or use Real's proprietary e-signature platform. You can split and attach PDFs. You can also create your own customized checklists depending on how you run your business as well. And again, what I love about this is my agents, if you're a team leader, my agents can jump in here at any time and see exactly where my transaction management team is at on this specific transaction, so they don't have to guess anymore, right? They don't have to, what's going on with this particular transaction? Okay. Now, as promised, Real has also built a banking system, a financial technology system, in the form of what we call Real Wallet. So what you're looking at here, and we've blurred out some of the numbers, hopefully for obvious reasons, but what you're looking at here is a banking platform. Okay, so this bank, this account has its own unique account number, own unique routing number. So Real also has an account, an operating account at Thread Bank. So check this out, guys. When they close on the transaction, the money is instantly transferred into your account. Okay, so I get the email notification that there's we've got a pending payment. It's hours, guys. It's not days. It's hours, and it's in my account. So your cash account, all of your commission income will be fed into that. I'm about to blow your mind here. Okay. If you are not familiar with Profit First, and we don't have time to unpack that today, go to YouTube, check it out. All 5 of my businesses run on Profit First today. It's a game changer. January of 2025, this bank will have Profit First capability. So you will be able to create multiple free accounts. For example, your commission income comes into your income account. You can create a tax account and allocate 15%, whatever percent you want, but 15% is the Profit First model, to be automatically pulled from your income account into your tax account, so you don't have to worry about paying taxes. Anyway, the money's just there. The genius of Profit First. You can then create an owner profit account, right? That actually should have been the first account. An owner profit account, and you can send 1%, 5%, whatever that owner, you should always pay yourself first according to the Profit First model. You can create an owner compensation account. You can create, as I have, I've created an account for the addition that we're going to put on our building, right? So you can create all these accounts and have your money allocated into these various accounts. That's coming in January of 2025. Additionally, you'll be able to view your stock in here as well. Once it's vested, you can do whatever you want with it. And your revenue share will also be fed daily and instantly into this account where you'll have access to it as well. Now, a couple things to point out here as to why Real did this. So if we can drive adoption on what I'm about to break down, if we can drive adoption with our 24,000, at some point 50,000, at some point 100,000 plus agents globally, if we can drive adoption, this is going to change the financial model for Real Brokerage. Okay, here's why. Every Real agent is going to receive 2 cards, a Real debit card, which you see on your screen there, and a Real credit card. This debit card will be affiliated with your cash account, okay, with your operating account, right? Now, if you decide to utilize, for those of you that are using, let's say like an American Express or Capital One business venture card, whatever, for points, if you decide to utilize this Real debit card or the credit card for that matter to access your money, then you will begin to acquire points. And you can utilize those points to offset your brokerage fees, your transaction fees, your BOP fees, all the fees that we discussed a few minutes ago. You can reduce, if not eliminate them entirely. Now, there will be different versions of these cards based on your utilization. So you'll have a platinum card, for example. If you have a platinum card, then there will be opportunities to unlock additional revenue share tiers for those of you that are builders out there. So there are benefits associated with that. Now, that's the debit card. Each time you swipe that debit card, just like what happens with an American Express card or any other points card, an interchange takes place. What is an interchange? An interchange fee is that merchant fee. So the merchant gets charged a fee every time you and I swipe that card. And that's how we get all those benefits from the points, right? Well, as you swipe that Real credit card or that Real debit card, you will begin to, interchange fees are taking place. And those interchange fees, instead of going to American Express or whatever points card, now they're going to Real. Guys, I hope that's saying, so for those of us that are acquiring stock, that are selling lots of homes, you're acquiring a lot of stock, you're invested in this company, the potential, stocks go up, stocks go down. The potential for this to be worth more than the brokerage itself is there if we drive adoption, okay? Now, that's the debit card. The credit card will come preloaded with a dedicated line of credit based on the unique assets that you individually push through Real, such as your past transactions, your pending transactions, your revenue share if you participate, your stock, both vested or unvested. If you're investing in other opportunities at Real Mortgage, Real Title, all of those are considered assets. Real has already built the technology, an underwriting technology platform that will automatically underwrite your unique assets and produce a unique line of credit that will be available by the end of this year in the United States. It's already available in Canada. So a green button will appear right here, and it will say, for example, Clayton, you've got access to a $2 million line of credit, whatever it is. If you push a lot of assets through Real, which we do, then your line of credit's going to be larger than if you sell, just a handful of houses per year and don't take advantage of any of the other opportunities. I have a friend in Canada that just got a $3 million line of credit, and he invests heavily in real estate. So instead of going and borrowing hard money, now he is the hard money lender, for example. Now, a couple more things. As the team leader, or as a team leader, if you meet that description, you will be able to take points that you acquire from your wallet, because you're going to be acquiring a lot of points as the team leader, and you can distribute those points to your team members' wallets as an attaboy or an attagirl, right? Just for, hey, somebody had a great month last month. I just put 300 points in your wallet. You distribute those how you see fit. As a team leader, there are going to be capabilities with the credit line to distribute those credit lines to agents as you see fit in the future as well. Now, one more forward-leaning statement that we're all very excited about. This is a lending platform as well. Real's building a bank. We have a banking partner today. The vision for the founder is we will own the bank at some point. Now, what if a notification appeared on your phone, right, at some point in the future? And that notification said, hey, Rebecca, there's a $50,000 capital need within the Real community. Would you like to participate in lending at 10%? You click accept from your phone, and then Real is building, again, in the future, another revenue stream for the agents that qualify for that. Again, you got to push enough assets through the system to qualify to be a part of the lending platform, but super cool implications for this financial technology. Okay, so another feature that Real just rolled out is WorkVivo. So for those of you that have worked on Workplace before, it's kind of Facebook for work. It was a great platform to be able to communicate internally with the leadership team and different groups like our luxury group or our military group. You can create different networks and things of that nature. But as you can see with WorkVivo, I think this is a big upgrade from Workplace. So you can actually access our training from here. You can access just all kinds of relevant information as it relates to doing business at Real, and then again jump into conversations with leadership, from the founder on on down from there. Okay, so additionally, one of the things that is important to note is Real Academy. Now, if you remember a few minutes ago, we were talking about how do you qualify to earn the additional $8,000 cultural award? You become an elite agent, number one, and then you can one of three ways to qualify for the cultural award is to teach back to the Real community within Real Academy. So here's what that looks like. Now, again, all of these trainings have been curated and put together and being taught by the best of the best at Real. So what's so great about this is, let's say you're a brand new agent, right? Well, what do you do for, when you're trying to figure out, how do I grow my business? Well, you go to this curated training for new agents, in this case being taught by Jonathan Silva, who's been teaching new agents at a really high level for 10 plus years. This guy's a stud. So you can go take his training. So let's go to Take Me There. And you can register for one of his upcoming live sessions, or you can watch any of his previously recorded sessions. And he's got topics from buyer counseling and showing property, presenting offers and counter offers, including a multiple offer spreadsheet that you can download, mastering your next open house, financing options, how to present a CMA from A to Z. I mean, this guy will as a brand new agent, tell you how to launch your business, and he does it at a really high level. And again, now with Leo as your co-pilot, Leo's going to recommend this if you're a new agent. agent so that you don't even have to go look for it. Okay. It's just going to pop up and say, hey, as a new agent, you might want to consider tapping into this training. Again, if you're an experienced agent, a top producer, or a team leader, there are curated experiences there for you as well. You've got mastermind groups, agent attraction, business development, niche marketing, online marketing, personal development, skill building, tools and technology, traditional marketing, on and on and on. This is the best online training platform that I have seen in 19 years in the business. What you're looking at is our calendar of live events. So you can see that we are the day before Thanksgiving and November 27th, and we have 3 live sessions today. Right, these are committed agents. So you've got the Thriving Buyer Agent, Long-Term Nurture Playbook, Short Sales, Share of Sales, and REO listings being taught by men and women that are doing these things at a really high level. Again, Christine Smith, stud, right? So you can join her live session today or watch any of her previously recorded sessions. And again, these sessions are going to be recommended to you by Leo as well, or you can just go watch them. Plug into Real Academy and watch them. Okay, now one more thing to point out here as we wrap up, and that is our benefits. So we have a partnership with premium healthcare solutions for you and for your families. And I can tell you, because a lot of my partners are actually using these healthcare solutions, and it has dramatically reduced the cost associated with, monthly premiums, with copays, and their insurance their access hasn't changed at all. If anything, it's improved. So just want you to know that there are some really good options here for dental, vision, hearing, term life plans, disability, retirement planning, professional liability, or E&O insurance as well. And then one more thing that I think is important to note, and we will wrap up for today, and that is private label. So if you did not know, everything that I just shared with you, everything is now available to independent brokerages without them having to change their brand at all. So in states where a private label is live, and we will put in the description where those a link to where those states are, what private label is, so an independent broker can plug into all the training, all the technology, the banking system, artificial intelligence, everything that we just went over without changing their brand at all. In fact, they can even write contracts in the name of their current independent brokerage so that their clients have no idea that anything has changed. So this is one of the faster growing arms of Real today. I personally have onboarded 7 independent brokerages in the 9.5 months that I've been with Real. It's super cool. They love it. And again, it gives them a chance to all the, in some cases, hundreds of thousands of dollars that these men and women have spent on their brands. None of that has to change. So super cool. And then lastly is Pro Teams. Pro Teams was built for team leaders and built for large independent brokerages that are coming over. This is a massive technology upgrade for teams and team leaders that gives us the ability to pay our agents with pretty much almost complete flexibility. And so Real is going to get their 15%, okay, just to be clear. But let me give you an example of a large independent brokerage. So a large independent brokerage, 100 agents, they have a flat fee of $699 that they charge their agents to do business. Now with Pro Teams, you can actually sit down with those agents and say, hey, I'm looking at this new opportunity called Real. Nothing's going to change for us. Our brand is not going to change. We're going to get a big technology upgrade. We're going to have access to more training, healthcare options for you guys, all the things. We can even write contracts in the name of our current existing brokerage. And by the way, here's the best part. Nothing changes for you. I'm still just going to charge you a $695 transaction fee. Now, as the team leader, you have to decide if you want to absorb Real's 15% until that 15% is taken care of. And then obviously you get the $695 fee once that 15% has been absorbed. Okay. And guys, that's it. That is a wrap. So again, the biggest update here is our technology, our banking platform, artificial intelligence, and I think it's I think that this is going to absolutely change the game for the majority of agents that are here that want to produce, that want to run a more profitable, more efficient business, and Real is now providing that solution for them. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us today, and we'll talk to you next time.